Welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video I'm just going to explain a little bit into why there's no West Midland Safari Park related videos this evening. So everybody, cut a long story short, and I will go into it for the long version if you want to watch to the end. But the short version is, everybody, I had an email from our cloud services, Dropbox particularly, suggesting I've not signed into the service in over a year, and if I didn't act upon when I did, I would lose the content on there. So suggesting that the account is no longer in use, and Dropbox has the right then to delete it from their service. So I had to examine what's on the accounts, and it come to my mind, everybody, that is the old paranormal episodes. So I looked through the YouTube channel, everybody, on Discoveries and Derelicts, and I looked through the YouTube studio, and back then, everybody, when Paranormal Radio was about, I didn't name them well. What I did was I named them afternoon podcasts, evening podcasts, so I had to go through the footage, not all of the footage by all means, because it would take me more so a lot of time if I were to watch it all. But I skipped through parts just to see if I, named the guest names and stuff like that, and I did pretty much all of them. So that did save me a lot of time, because if I'm going to re-upload the content, I want to know, what the interviewer was. Otherwise it'll just be pointless. So I was doing that video, I was downloading them, re-editing, and republishing them since last Wednesday. And I've done them now for this channel. I'm not sure if there's any more episodes outstanding. I did provide an update video on that channel though, so I do suggest watching that if you were a guest on Paranormal Radio when the channel intercepted and when I was doing the interviews. I can't make any promises that I can relocate the episode, but if I can, that video will explain what I will do in the cases that I can provide that video to you. But yeah, so I've been working on that, everybody, and all those episodes here as well, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the video, is the ones that I do have. So all these videos here now are here to stay until I know otherwise, or whether there's an interviewer that doesn't want to be featured anymore and put in a privacy strike. I don't think that'll happen, mind, but if it do, then obviously I have to re-upload with another further edit made to it, because I spend time on these interviews, everybody. I don't want to lose them all forever, but granted, if I were to be honest with you now on this video, I might have lost a few. I can't explain who I've lost or the episode until that participant emails me, but I do know a few in mind I have lost. I checked through my hard drives and there wasn't any episodes there. I mean, the episodes that were there were also ones I got already, so potentially the ones that you're seeing here now is the only ones I have, and that is gutting, really. But if you've got no footage, you can't put it out there, can you? It's as simple as that. But so what I'm doing now, everybody, as well, I'm working on the second channel, Star Vlogs. Now, why I'm working on Star Vlogs, well, I'll tell you why. Because if I go into my live category, everybody, on the channel, and if I go right at the very end, I'm working now on these podcasts. So as you know, everybody, I try to do a studio talk edition now on a Tuesday night. I don't know what the subject will be, and I'm hoping to be participants that want to join those shows, because that's what it's all about. You invite vloggers on, talk about things. No real subject in mind, essentially, but if it was to be an interview, and it was an urban explorer interview where we just talk about abandoned buildings, it would go on a different channel. So technically, for general chit-chat, I would name it as, it can go on the Star Vlogs, because it suits the criteria of the talk show. So what I'm doing is, everybody, I'm going through all these old podcasts. As you can see, 2021, the Know Your Rights series, we done that back a couple of years ago, and there's a photography series that we've done as well. So I'm working through all this, everybody, so hopefully you will see the West Midland Safari Park, at least part 1, appearing on your screen on Tuesday at 8 PM. So once I've done all this backlog, I will then work on the video. If there is time aside, everybody, between now and Tuesday, I will obviously start editing that video. So I'm hoping you're going to be with us a little bit, everybody. It ain't going to take forever. If I've used all my time available, I will start the video anyway, because I won't leave it any later than that. So you've got my promise, everybody, 3 videos a week, and I'm grinding hard to make sure that that is the case, because there's one thing I don't want to do, everybody, is let you down. The viewers, you're the foundation of this channel. and I want to keep that content going. You know, I enjoy it myself. I enjoy going out there and filming, editing, producing, and publishing. So yeah, if you've got any questions everybody about this video, let me know in the comments, and hopefully everybody, well, it won't be hopefully, why am I saying that? You will see everybody West Midlands Safari Park Part 1 on your screen Tuesday 8 PM, which will be the 19th of August. So yeah, I'll see you then everybody, but thank you for watching this little mini video to provide clarity on why it's the delay, and I thank you all for understanding.